lost a president. But how did I feel? Well, I felt we were responsible. And I think a lot of agents felt we were responsible. And we never forgot it. A whole generation of agents. And you talk to them individually, if you can get them to talk, were affected by that.
An assassin, like a Secret Service agent, sometimes is willing to sacrifice his life.
We've got so much in common. We're both willing to trade our lives for the president.
I think it's quite simply put, anyway, by what he says about what Kennedy himself said about an assassin, which is all you have to do is be willing to trade your life for his. I have a rendezvous with death. Oh, and so does the president. And so do you, Frank, if you get too close to me.
You have a rendezvous with my ass, motherfucker.
Frank, do you know how easily I could kill you, Frank? Do you know how many times I've watched you go in and out of that apartment? You're alive because I have allowed you to live. So you show me some goddamn respect! There aren't assassins, you know, you don't really need a Secret Service. So, I mean, the two obviously live for each other, I mean, exist for each other.
He's sort of a counterpart to Horrigan. And he's had a lot of problems, but he's actually become psychotic. And Horrigan's disenchanted, not necessarily with his agency, but just with the breaks, the way they've come for him.
The filmmakers were interested in understanding the demented mind of an assassin. They also studied how an assassin can strike with lightning speed. March 30th, 1981 was the model.
I heard 2 shots, followed by a small gap in time, and then 4 quick shots. At the first shot is sort of a startle effect, but that starts the game in the Secret Service. If you can call it a game, it's a deadly game. But all those shots were fired in 1.48 seconds, all of them. We had him in the car and the door shut in 3 seconds. I was in on top of him, told the driver to leave. So within 9 seconds, we were really moving away from the scene in an armored car. Point is not to reopen the door. The point is cover and evacuate. That may be unmacho, but that's what you've got to do when you're working that perimeter.
Jerry Parr was among several agents credited with saving President Reagan's life. Metropolitan Police Officer Thomas Delahanty was hit, as was Presidential Press Secretary James Brady. Secret Service agent Tim McCarthy was also shot in the line of duty.
And in slow motion, you see one agent, in particular, Agent Tim McCarthy, do a textbook version of what an agent is supposed to do. He turns his body directly broadside into the bullet. He actually takes a bullet in his stomach and falls over. And I think there are very few type of people who have any kind of sensibility to do something like that. And I think it's incredibly impressive.
You have not the feeling that they're just doing that kind of bodyguard job. They are highly trained people. They have to take care that not a disaster comes to this country, and be kind of really ready to be a hero and sacrifice your life. That's something for me very American.
This guy's gonna make a try, and I've got to be there.
I'll have my day in the sun.
Why is it everyone who ever